Today, Jeff is going to be giving you a closer look at this GHB Gamepad.
Alright, so these are the accessories that it comes with. Those are the gamepad itself, a USB plug, charger for it, which does have a battery, and force feedback too. And then this is to hold your cell phone right up on the gamepad if you want to play games with your cell phone. So this will work with a number of devices. There is a PlayStation 3 pairing mode. It'll work with Windows. It'll work with Android, TVs and TV boxes. I believe it will work with iPhone as well. I did try to pair it with my work iPhone, but I'm kind of limited on that. But it did see that it was available, so it should be able to pair with that. I'll try to do that with another Android or Apple device, and we'll put that in the review if we can do that. But for this, you can either use this as a standalone, so you can connect it via Bluetooth through TV or cable box, or even your PC if it has Bluetooth. If it does not, you can plug this in. This is 2.4 gigahertz, so you can plug this into your Android TV box or a TV box or your computer and connect to it that way. So let's put this on really quick so you can see how this connects. It's actually not very intrusive. It will not do tablets though, so that's the problem with that. It only goes up to about a 6-inch phone. And also I have my phone, which has a case on it. This is a LG G3, so should easily fit it. But the problem with this is the case, and it doesn't. Once you have it like that, you can tighten the sides here, and that way I won't do that. But I was having issues. You can kind of see it's barely on there with the case on. So wish these could be a little bit longer, but to remedy that, you have to take it out of the case and just put the phone right on there, which is kind of scary sometimes. So I don't have to pop it out of the case. Here's an iPhone 6 really quick. Once you get that, he's on there, and he's on there pretty sturdy as you can see. It's not gonna pop off. So it is on there pretty good, and you can tighten this to be wherever you want so that you can put this in front of your face and play. So I'll show you really quick. There's a little latch there. You pop that up, and this comes off just like that. So there's a couple different things you have to remember or keep the instructions, because there's a button combo for each thing. So to turn on the Bluetooth, you hold in the A and then the home button for 2 seconds. It'll start the Bluetooth. If you want to do the 2.4 gigahertz, which I'll show you in a bit, that one does X and then the home button. And then the PlayStation mode is turbo button and home button. Turbo and the home button. So you either got to remember that or keep the instructions or write it down and put it somewhere on here so that you won't forget that, because it's kind of 3 different modes and 3 different key combinations to enter those modes.
Yeah, that would be nice if there was some kind of sticker that gives you the combinations on it.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice there. So I already paired it with my my tablet here, so I'm going to hit the A and home button. And he was already paired, so he should just pair. Yep, and there you go. He's paired right there. So now I can control him with let's see, home maybe. Maybe it won't work in settings. No, he's not paired. You can kind of see there's a red blinking light there. If it's blinking, it's not paired. If it's solid, then it's paired. So it isn't paired. So let's go back into there.
So it's still in pairing mode.
There we go. Now it's connected. I just had to reconnect it because I was probably pairing it with other stuff, so it didn't pair to the last device. So now, as you can see, I don't know if there's a glare on there.
Nope,
but
I can see it.
I can control my stuff there. So, for instance, you have to have a game that will do that will work with a controller. Not all games work with controllers. Usually when you're downloading on the Android store, it'll have a little gamepad next to it, so you know that it works with a gamepad. This game, Joe Danger, does, so it takes a little bit to load up, but I was playing with that earlier. So if you had like a stand on the back, you can stand them up on, if you're on a plane or whatever, and you can go ahead and play, whatever you want there with the gamepad, which is pretty nice. So anyway, there's that. So pairing it with, so you can hold in the power or the home button, and then that'll turn it off. Or it will turn off after 1 minute of non-connectivity or 5 minutes of it not being touched. It'll automatically turn off. So if we take this guy and plug this into, this is an Android TV box, and plug that into there, and it's X and home button, and let go, and this one paired almost immediately. So as you can see, I'm now traversing that and go to game. This takes a second to load, but you can play games on this thing through that. Same concept with Windows computer. Plug that in, or if you have Bluetooth on your laptop, you can do it that way as well. Pair it with your computer. Works the same way. Down here in the bottom, you have your battery LEDs. So right now it's about half gone, but you can charge that through the front, and it's just a micro USB. So people have plenty of those sitting around the house. If you lose this guy, it's not like it's going to matter. But you charge them up, and quick, I just forgot the amount of time that it says. Okay, so the charging time on this from 0 is 2 to 3 hours to charge it. It does say that you can play games while you're charging it, so connect it, and then it'll still stay connected to Bluetooth or the 2.4 gigahertz. And also playtime, I'm not sure how long the playtime is. I've been playing with it for a while, and it seems like that battery's been at the 2 mark for a while. So battery's got to last a couple hours as well.
Yeah, and it's a relatively fast charge, so.
Yeah, 2 to 3 hours for a full battery. But that is the unit. It does have force feedback in here. So if you play a game on your computer that supports the force feedback, it will work, which is really nice. It's like a PlayStation / Xbox controller, so it feels nice in the hands. You can use the D-pad or both these as well. So it's kind of nice. It does have a turbo button, and if you know what the turbo button is, you kind of like that. You can enable that, and then basically you can hold in a button, and it's like constantly pressing the button.
Yeah, let's go through all the buttons that are on here.
Well, it depends. It depends on what you connect it to as to what these buttons will actually do, It depends on the game, and you can also set up the different buttons on your computer as well. When you connect it to your computer, usually you can go into the settings and say this button is, does whatever, this button does whatever, this button. But it depends on what the game is. That this is your select, start, turbo, and clear, and your home button. But like I said, every device and every game is going to be different depending on what the buttons do. A computer, usually you can go in and choose what buttons you want to do what. Oh, and it also has the bumper buttons as well, the triggers and bumper buttons. So it's got plenty of buttons on this thing. You can definitely use this for some newer games. And like I said, it feels good in the hand. And if you want to use it to play games on your phone, it's pretty cool that this thing just clips on there, and it's nice and small and out of the way.
Yeah.
So you don't even know it's really there. It's got this little wire that kind of goes around the buttons. And like I said, you don't even know it's there when you're playing. So it's kind of nice. And then you can have your phone right in front of your face as you're playing. So that is the gamepad there. Works really nice. I'll make sure I try to connect it to an iPhone or an Apple device, and we'll put that in the review to see if we can't get that connected and working. But that's the guy.
All right.